What if I told you that most of your life is not controlled by decisions, but by habits? And what if the habits shaping your future were built quietly, without you ever noticing? Every journey begins with a single decision, not to be perfect, but to begin. This is Elevate, where growth starts, confidence rises, and you start to fly. We like to believe we are in control, that every action we take is a choice. But the truth is simpler and more uncomfortable. We are creatures of habit. What you do repeatedly becomes who you are. Success or failure does not usually come from one big decision. It comes from small actions, repeated every day. Let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah was capable. She was educated. She was hardworking. Yet her life felt limited. She woke up tired, spent money she didn't plan to spend, avoided opportunities she secretly wanted. Sarah believed this was just how life is. But life was not the problem. Her habits were. Habits can build in your mind strength or walls. Sarah had built walls without realizing it. She repeated thoughts like, "I'm not good with money. I'll never earn more than this. This is just my reality." These thoughts became beliefs. Beliefs became actions. And actions became her life. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Any idea fixed in the mind will push you to act in alignment with it. Not because it is true, but because it is repeated. One evening, Sarah learned something powerful. Any habit can be replaced. But here's the rule most people miss. When you remove a habit, you create a hole in your mind. And if you don't fill that hole, the old habit returns. Sarah didn't try to change everything. She replaced one habit, spending with saving, negative self-talk with written goals, complaints with reflection. Slowly, something shifted. Not her income, not her title, but her identity. She was no longer reacting. She was directing. Here is the takeaway. Your life follows your habits. Change your habits, and your life will change. This story is not about Sarah. It's about anyone who has ever felt stuck and ready to change. This is only the beginning. Season 1 of Elevate is about understanding how the mind works, how habits are formed, and how confidence is rebuilt from the inside out. In the episodes ahead, we'll explore fear, focus, self-discipline, success formula, and direction, not as theories, but as tools for real life. Each episode builds on the last, and each step brings you closer to the person you're becoming. What you learn today is only a foundation. Apply it, live it, elevate yourself, because the moment you take action, you start to fly. Like this episode if it added value. Share it if it could help someone else. And subscribe to Elevate, because growth happens step by step.